Alright guys, what's up? Welcome to another MLB The Show 23 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and guys, I really feel like tonight could be the night that I finally get Gary Carter. I know, it doesn't seem all that long ago that I was just starting this program, but I've done the math, okay? Even doing 2 games will get me 5, and that's all I need to get to championship series here. And you say, why is that important? Well, if I could get 4 more runs, and I could get 17 more total bases, I'll have these missions done. As long as I get past 75, I can have those missions done, and I'll get up to 100, which is where I need to get in order to get Gary Carter. I can also just do the XP reward here, and then I won't need the innings. That would also net me 15, which even doing the RBIs or the total total bases, one of these, then I can get that. Then I can get the mission done. Oh wait, hold on. So there's a lot of different ways I could complete this program. Hold on. And honestly, I don't think it's even going to take me that long. So enough talking about it. Let's do it. Man, it is going to be so strange to finally complete this program. I mean, I know I haven't been on it for more than a week. I mean, I started this grind on Friday, I want to say. I've only dedicated like four streams to this, so happy Football Thursday. That is correct, cheater. That is correct. It is opening night in the NFL. Chiefs versus Lions. The best overall team going up against one of the best defenses in the league. You know, now I'm gonna say I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I think Kansas City is gonna win it, only because their defense stops Detroit. Detroit has. They're much like they're in a similar position as to what the Jets were last year, which was they're a quarterback away from this being, you know, from being a team that could be competitive. The advantage that they have over the Jets is the fact that, well, they're not in a very competitive division. I mean, the Bears are going to be tough, so are Minnesota. But aside from that, I don't think this is a relatively tough. The NFC North is a relatively tough division. Anyone in the AFC East could win, and could win the division. Obviously, the Bills are the cream of the crop. But then you also have the Jets, obviously. If Tua can stay healthy, Miami is certainly going to be an issue. And then never sleep on the Pats. The Pats may be cellar dwellers, but I don't. That doesn't mean they should be slept on. If anything, they might be like the Jets last year, where they get 7 wins, and you know that's their. And then that's their record, 7-10. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just that Miami, New York, and Buffalo are going to be much better, in my opinion. Oh my gosh. Dang it. Dang it. That was so freaking close. Alright, gotta take that walk then. Oof. So, Yeah, this ought to be a fun matchup. It's going to be interesting to see what Patrick Mahomes does without Travis Kelce if he's not going to be active tonight. You know, he hyperextended his knee. He's had problems with that knee in the past. So, you know, oh, no. Yeah, he's out. My fault. I didn't think my opponent would go straight to second. But then again, I shouldn't have even sent Bellinger to second.
No ball, 2 strikes.
I got in position, but no good. Anyway, this should be a fun NFL season. At the end of the day, I'm just hopeful that Travis Kelce is going to be very underwhelming tonight, and then I just hope that my offense or my running backs and my tight end can go off for me, because that's what I'm facing in my opponent this week. He's got Travis Kelce at tight end, so if Travis Kelce is inactive or if he is active and is underwhelming, well, then that's only good for me. But we'll see how it goes. All right. Like I said, I'm not really looking forward to Geno Smith being my quarterback, because I'm one of those doubters, and I hope I'm proven wrong. But honestly, I think Geno had his career year last year. No one was expecting him, so I think that's about as good as it's going to get. And the sad thing is, I can't go other than Derek Carr. I can't go on the free agency list and see any other starting quarterbacks. That's what I get for being in a 12-team fantasy league.
0-2.
Come on, Cattell. See, I meant to hold off on that, but clearly the game thought that I meant to swing at it, like as though I was pressing and holding it down.
2 strikes.
Frick! I mean, I don't know if counts walk towards total bases or not. I'm hopeful that they do, but if they don't, I know I have. Well, that only says I have two hits. I thought I had 3.
All ones the count.
I don't know. But I guess I only have 2. Just go. Just go. There's 3 outs, or 2 outs anyway. I didn't say I would get it done first game. I just said that I believe that I was going to get it done tonight. Or at least I'm hopeful that I'm going to get it done tonight. And we shall see. At the very least, the XP should help me. You know, it's just a matter of can I get those RBIs or can I get those total bases. Remember, I only need one of them to complete this program. If I could get both, that would be even better. Come on, Jeter. Got him. The Grandy man, huh? Oh, well, in that case, he got me. Dang. What's up, Layla? How are you? Yeah, I left that sinker right over the middle. That doesn't... I'm doing good. How about you? I'm doing all right. You know, it's opening night in the NFL with Chiefs versus the Lions. And it's almost the weekend. No! What are you doing, Jeter? Well, you would think, but here's the thing, Layla. The Lions have a good defense, and the old adage is defense wins championships. Now, granted, that really hasn't happened yet for Detroit, but they are a team that went to the playoffs last year. So, you know, I would not discount them. I don't think they're going to win, but at the same time, they may make this interesting. After all, Patrick Mahomes, he's not going to have his tight end, Travis Kelce, with him. So or he may not. I still haven't seen the inactive list for Kansas City. So if Travis Kelce is hurt, that's going to impact the game a bit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
So we'll see what happens. Oh, wow.
Got him.
Yeah, I don't think Wyatt is my left fielder, and I may take him out after this game. Basically, right now, yes. Yes, he's won the Super Bowl in, what was it, 2019 or 2020? And then he just won it last year, too. And he was in the Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in what was Tom Brady's final Super Bowl appearance and win. That I do not know. I think I've heard that. And people have said that his brother tends to get him, or tends to be a distraction at times, but that I don't know for certain. That's just what I think I've heard. I don't really pay attention to non-players online. I really don't care. It's like, unless they're coming out and accusing some of these players of some horrendous crime, there's just, to me, why should I bother? Okay, well, and the other thing too is that I'm not on TikTok. I've said this in the past. I don't trust that app. I really don't. That may be me just being a little bit paranoid, but I don't trust TikTok, so I am never going to be on it. Or at least I don't believe I ever will. You hear me, CCP? You hear me, Chinese Communist Party? You're not going to get my data. Pray it from my cold, dead fingers.
Inside, ball one.
Yeah, okay. You've seen it on Twitter, not TikTok. Okay. I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
2 strikes.
That app has not given me a reason to trust it. And I think my power or my light fixture just burnt out. I don't know if it's a bulb or if it's the wiring. It's very weird.
Full count.
Because the messages aren't. Also, don't try to use things like Messenger. Well, I'm fine with Messenger. It's not like I'm trying to keep things encrypted or anything. I've got nothing to hide. I just am not willing to. I'm just not willing to let someone or the Chinese take my data. So that's why I'm not on TikTok. Hold on one second, guys. Hopefully my light did not just go out. Ah, frick. Yep. Might be burned out bulbs. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to have to do this in the dark at some point. I mean, I have light over here, not to mention the light from my screen, too. It's just that the light from my light fixture was a nice balance to now you're just seeing me as completely white. Strike three. What? Yeah, too bright. But I can't, maybe I can adjust the settings on the screen. Let me see. Oh. Let me see. It must have either burnt out or something. I don't know, but it's not really good right now. Yeah, I know, but I'm worried about when, because right now I have a ton of light. You know, it's still daytime where I am. But as the hours go on, it'll shift to nighttime. So I'm not gonna have light. It's just gonna look like I'm in a room watching a TV. So. Oh, come on. Like I said, I've given up on this. Oh, actually, maybe I can just... Yeah, unfortunately, the bullpen has not been a strength of the Mets this year. I wish I could say different, but I can't. You know, you can try to blame that on the Diaz injury, but I think that's rather silly. Bill Bickford. It's tough, man.
Oh, that's inside.
Yeah, Mets are just desperate at this point. Well, that's why I said, like, when they go out into free agency, you know, on top of their, you know, on top of getting another starter, like, they need to bolster their bullpen. They don't have to go out and just sign the best person available and try, or best closer or whatever. You don't have to do that. But they should really try to go out there and get relievers who are going to be solid and coming in for the Mets when they're in a clutch situation. What's up, Landon? We're doing all right. How are you? Ooh. Just started this grind to Gary Carter. I'm almost done. I'm actually at 73, so I can be very close to. I might be close. I'm probably close to hitting this. Emmanuel Class A. I mean, he would be an interesting option, I would say. I'm probably gunned here. No, I am not. I will take that RBI. Thank you. Yes, I am aware of that. Landon, yep. Monthly awards. Not to mention, we're going to get the race, the great race of '98. Whatever program that means. It's going to be the head-to-head matchup between Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. So, you know, a lot of new content, and that's why I'm trying to get this done tomorrow. Like, if I could get this done, or I'm trying to get this done before tomorrow. You're starting with Player of the Month, the Player of the Month. Yeah, probably the same thing. You know, that whole great race of '98, that I feel like is always going to be there. So, whereas the monthly awards one, the sooner I can get that done, the better.
0-1's the count.
Well, I may have to do the August tops now so that I can get the cards that I need in order to complete the collection for the optional reward in the monthly awards program. Strike 3, sit down. So that's always. Plus, they have Ronnie Mauricio in it.
1-1.
Well, it might. I don't think you need to do it, but it certainly helps. Yeah, I know, Layla. That's why meter is not really a good idea if you're going to go online. You know, this is just what I'm comfortable with. Strike 3, sit down. Yep. Jacob deGrom from Chase Pack 6. Get there, Marte. Get there. Yes, sir. That's just something that I'm doing. That I've been doing from time to time with my strikeout call. Strike 3, sit down. Put a little more emphasis. Pulled live series Diaz last night. Nice. Yeah, I couldn't pull him. He wasn't appearing in packs, so I was like, okay, I just gotta buy him. Someone already has him, so. Oh, well, I'm glad you think so, Layla. Yeah, I like to think it gives a little more emphasis for my strikeout call. But I don't do it every time. Probably just when I'm most excited, you know? Is that going to be good enough for a double? It will! It will be! Let's go! Yankee Stadium? Do you mean the old one or the new one? Pulled him on your 6th standard pack. I think it was my 3rd or 4th time. Wow, so you've gotten him a lot. I bet you made a lot of stubs off of him. So old Yankee Stadium, never. And honestly, I had no intentions of going. Plus, it closed down when I was still in middle school, so it wasn't a, I couldn't go myself even if I wanted to. Got like 80K for him. Nice. What do I have? 2 outs? Foul ball. Yeah, I got 2 outs. Nice. I mean, let me tell you something, Layla. There was an Astros fan at a Mets game that I was once at, and it wasn't even Mets versus Astros. It was against the Toronto Blue Jays, and the guy was standing up and everyone was booing him. So if that's the case that it is with the Mets and with Mets fans, believe me, I can tell you Yankee fans are far worse. They have not forgotten. I can tell you that. They have not forgotten. Yeah. So, please don't ever become that fan.
That's a ball.
Yeah, they are. I probably told this story already, but I was at a Mets game and I was looking to charge my phone at one of their charging stations, and there was a guy that was already there charging his phone. So I figured, oh, okay, he's not going to mind if I just charge my phone. So I go for the charger that's next to his because I noticed that he's not using the iPhone charger. So so me thinking he's going to be all right with it, I'm just gonna. I tried to plug it in. All of a sudden, I'm plugging it in, and he starts yelling at me. I'm not going to repeat what he said because there's vulgarity with it. But I will say that he was rather upset for just taking a phone charger next to his. And I didn't understand it. And he was a Yankee fan. He was wearing a Yankee shirt. So I don't understand what he was doing at a Mets game. Didn't make sense. I know. And no doubt I believe he was from the Bronx. I have no doubt in my mind that he was from the Bronx. Well, Layla, the thing is, first of all, I'm not from New York. I'm from New Jersey, so I don't know if that really makes much of a difference. But the other thing, too, is, like, I wasn't going to get into a confrontation with this guy over something like that. Like, I just threw my hands up and I backed off. I was like, I'm not looking to cause trouble based on this. And the the security actually showed up. They must have heard him yelling at me, heard him yelling at me, and they came over to try to make sure things were okay. And I just threw my hands up and I walked away. I was like, I'm not trying to press charges here, but I don't want to be involved with this. So I just left. I don't know what happened to that fan, but I can tell you, I don't ever want to confront. I don't want to ever deal with that again. No, Tucker! I hear ya. I hear ya. Look, I wasn't looking for a fight anyway, so.
That's the ball. Counts 1-0.
You know, it wasn't worth getting thrown out of the stadium for. Well, that was not a great inning. I need more bases. Yeah, but none of the I don't care. Maybe he did. Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. Now I feel like a jerk. Oh my gosh. I didn't know he wanted to. He requested a friendly. I thought he was giving me mercy, and that wasn't the case. He had to leave. I'll message him after the stream and just say, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I would have given you that had I known that you needed to go somewhere. So, that's not the way I wanna win. Unless I'm the one that's winning, but clearly I was not the one that was winning. Let me see. I think we only got 5 innings out of that, so yeah. Not good. Okay, so 3 more RBIs and 10 more total bases. That's all I need. Now I feel like a jerk. Yeah, but I didn't want that, or I didn't want to win like that. That's the thing. He requested the friendly. I should have given. I may have lost progress on it. Like all that progress that I made. But I would have given him that win if I had known that he just. Oh well. Like I said, I'll message him and just say sorry. I didn't. If you had to go somewhere, I apologize. I thought you were just showing me mercy. Oh Lord. I'm not looking forward to this matchup. I probably got the higher overall rating. Oh, I said I was going to get rid of Wyatt Langford. I'll have to do that next time when I'm back in the regular. All right. Derp Z Dialab. I don't know. Either way, best of luck to my opponent. He's 30 and 60. He's got the Little Caesars Pizza logo. That's what I saw. Look, all I'm looking for here is the total bases and the RBIs. So if I could just get that. Well, listen, I'm not going to underestimate someone. He has a lot more games than I do.
7 o'clock.
My record is 24 and 21 after that win. Quote unquote win. So now I'm 24 and 21 with. Well, that's your mistake. I hope you really don't put money down on me. I don't think Twitch would allow betting. Although that might be like a fun. That might. Well, no. I shouldn't encourage that. I really shouldn't. Because there are people out there who really have gambling addictions, and I shouldn't be trying to insinuate gambling. Like channel points, that's a different thing, because those are meaningless, and they're more for fun, whereas, something like real money, that's serious. I'm just having a hard time catching up to the fastball. What's the Floyd Mayweather challenge? What's that? 50 straight wins? Forget it. Forget it. That's not happening. 50 straight wins would put me into World Series and beyond. Like, I'd probably be at 1,200 if that were the case. Honestly, that feels like it should be like an extreme moment. Or part of the extreme program. Get 50 wins online. Let's see how you do. Although I'd be halfway. I'd be halfway with that.
Ball one, no strike.
Well, maybe you don't have to put it to
Ball two.
50 wins, 0 losses. Phew. It's gonna be. It would be tough. Oh, come on, Donaldson.
No strike.
There we go.
He's out. Ball one's the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Well,
Ha! I thought I would get him with that, but apparently not. Strike 3, sit down. Well, Layla, I'm not gonna knock him, only because I'm not that good either. I know, Donaldson really is a glitch online. He really is. But that's why I don't like using him. It's like going up against Nolan Ryan. I can't beat him. You just throw gas with him. I'm never going to catch up. Wow. You just tap X.
that's a ball.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A full swing? Well, there are 3 different options to that. I can only talk about PlayStation, but there's the full swing, which is X, that's normal swing. Then there's square, that's power swing. So that's basically, you're hitting for power. And I can assure you I did not hit for power there. And then circle, that's more contact. So if you're trying to just get a base hit, then that would be for you. There's advantages and disadvantages to each one. So like normal swing I prefer because it's balanced, but sometimes you're not going to get the pitch. Or you're not going to hit it. It's balanced, but it's also it's balanced, but that also means that it might not get out of the ballpark. Power swing, there's a good chance it'll get out there, but your vision is low. And what that means is your vision or your PCI, if that's how you're choosing to swing, strike three, sit down, then your PCI is going to shrink. So that means that you're going to have less of an area to hit the ball with. Your PCI will shrink, giving you less of a chance to be able to hit the ball. Yeah, and then contact swing is the opposite of power swing. So with the contact, your PCI is gonna expand. But you're not going to get a lot of power out of it. So don't expect to hit home runs with contact swings, because in all likelihood, it's not happening. Strike three, sit down. It's also the same way with pitching. You know, there are four different types of pitching. There's timing, or pulse timing, which means around the ball there's like a circle that grows larger and it grows and shrinks, and the closer you are to the ball, the more accurate you're going to be. The problem with that is you're not going to have much control.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And same thing with meter. Although that you're going to have a little bit more control of, but you still don't have a lot. Hey, Parada! Attaboy! You know, meter, a little bit more control, but not enough, because you have the difficulty of trying to time it exactly. Pinpoint, that's like the normal swing where it's balanced, you know, so you have control, but you can also dictate how hard it's going to be thrown. But it does take a while to be able to perfect it. And then you have analog, which is the most difficult pitching style to master. It's the most accurate that you can be in terms of all the pitching styles, but it's also the toughest. So see, like right there, I was able to do a check swing. Oh, I should note too that with you cannot check swing with power or contact. You can only do that with normal swing. Attaboy Jeter. Nah, I'm not going to go. I'll just take the single. I knew it was going up there. Had it... just too late in timing. Go. Forget it. At least we got 2 total bases there.
Nope, that's inside. One and one. Ball, that's it. Two strikes.
Strike three. Come on, Parada. There you go. Sit down. Push that one off.
Ball. That's inside. One ball, one strike. Yep, that ball went out. Did he go?
Oh my gosh. All right. Come on, we need to get hits so that we can get RBI so we can finish the mission. Oh, good pitch. Good pitch. God, golly.
Nope. One ball, one strike.
Come on. We got this. Young was one of my best hitters yesterday, so I need him to be a good hitter again today. Let's go. Ask and you shall receive. And of course, Kyle Tucker is always a solid bat for me.
All ones the count.
Let's
In
go.
there. Hey.
And now I get to the part of my order that doesn't exactly hit very well for me. I mean, Parada is the exception, but Marte, he's been on a slump lately, and Piazza just doesn't hit well for me at all. So, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? My only hope now is Parada. How many more of these hit? Oh my gosh.
Ball inside. One and one. Oh.
I have a feeling that my opponent's going to be pretty happy about their performance today.
One and one.
or in this game at the very least.
1 ball.
They may not be hitting well offensively, but they're keeping me in check.
That's ball 2. Three, 2.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
The extension there wasn't necessary, but okay. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to do my best, but the reality is that there's not a lot of light for me to go off of. So, it's just going to look very dark. Sorry. I'll have to have my dad take a look at the picture. Well, I'm sure they're accounting for the matches for people in Europe who wanna see their matches. Strike 3, of course. Right. So, you know, where a match happens at 2:55 in the morning, you know, that's probably accounting for Europe. And also, maybe it's also for, like, athletes to beat the heat, because it's a scorcher. It's been a very hot week this week. So at least at nighttime, it's not as hot or humid. That was certainly one of the complaints that one of the tennis players was talking about, suggesting that, you know, someone's gonna die from this humidity or whatever. Yeah, Medvedev. I'm probably saying that wrong. I do apologize. Daniil Medvedev. Yes, sir. You know what? I'm going to send Jeter. Let's go. There's one RBI. 2 down, 2 to go. Although there's another one right on second right there.
That's a ball.
I can't say with certainty about that, because usually by the time I leave, there's not a lot going on. No, as far as I know, they don't have a screen outside the stadium. So I don't think you can just, you know, stand behind the stadium and, you know, watch the matches. I think you actually have to pay for a ticket. But again, I haven't been to any U.S. Open matches, so I can't say with certainty. I can only guess. But these are guesses based on what I've seen.
ball.
Come
2
on.
strikes.
Up. Stupid notification.
2-2 the count.
Strike 3, sit down. Again, I really don't need the, I don't need the strikeouts. Those are more just for show. Excuse me.
Oh, that's good. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hey!
Nice. Strike 3. Sit down. Another RBI would be nice. If I could get 2 more, that would complete that mission.
0-1's the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
So for at least for sports here in the U.S., we usually start them in prime time, and for us, that's between 7 and 10. Those are our prime time hours. So those are where you can expect a lot of sporting matches to happen. The thing you have to remember, though, too, when I say 10, I'm talking about like 10 Eastern, because on the West Coast it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock in like Los Angeles or Seattle or Portland. So those are that's why those. Oh, excuse me. Ages? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Bless you for coughing, or bless me for coughing.
What do you
Strike.
got?
No? But, yeah, I mean, I would say that's pretty similar. I was playing T-ball when I was 4 years old. Or actually, maybe when I was 5 or 6. Football, that doesn't really start, at least. Oh, T-ball is basically an easier version of baseball. So for little kids, like 5, 6-year-olds, they can't hit off of pitchers yet. They need so basically to compensate for that, the coaches will put the ball on a tee to hold it up, and the players the players will just swing the bat and try to hit the ball off the tee. I'm sorry, I should have clarified what. I'll take that. Maybe an error, but you know what? I'm okay with that. God, Mike, you stink. 2 outs, right? Yeah, 2 outs. Soccer that I was playing even before I played T-ball, so I would say like 4 or 5 is when you play soccer. I'm sorry, football, where you guys are, where you're from, Layla. Football doesn't really start until the second grade. Strike three is sit down, because that's a contact sport, so they don't like to really have that for young people at like when. No, actually, a lot of sports are not really played in schools in the U.S. Like, we don't play football. We don't play football in school. It's not part of gym class. You know, gym class, it's more of just getting exercises. How's it going? Well, we got a win, but it was a rather bad win. Yeah, basically, like, just think cardio, that kind of stuff. That's all that they do. I never played. The closest sport we ever got to playing was kickball. Yeah, just kickball. Actually, they did let us play basketball. Well, the thing is, that was probably the easiest class. That was probably the easiest class. You really had to try not to fail that class. Or you really, yeah, you had to try. You basically had to be lazy in order to fail gym. And the worst part is, they would also have standardized fitness tests that we had to complete. So, like, one of them was running back and forth from one end of the gym to another. Oh, this was usually my worst one. I could never do more than 20. And the thing was, it would keep getting quicker. There was like a little timer thing to let you know when you had to run to the other side. Yeah, beat test. Yeah, exactly. I always hated it. And then they also had where you had to do like. Hold on, I'll show you. So basically, what you had to do is you had to put your feet up against this little stretch thing. You had to stretch out your knees, put your hands like this, and basically like push the little metal part as far as you could. That was another test. And I hated that one too, because that was one I never could do. At least not without bending my knees. And the goal was to do it without bending your knees. And my gym teacher refused to let me bend my knees, so I couldn't even reach the metal part. School didn't have fitness programs, so when it was like 6, it was crazy. 6 p.m. or what do you mean? Oh, 6 years old. Yeah, no, we didn't do that. Nope. We never had tennis courts. In fact, tennis was the one sport they never. You couldn't even play like when we were younger. When I was younger. I mean, we had tennis courts at our local recreation center, but you had to sign up for classes on that. So you basically had to ask mom and dad to sign you up if you wanted to play tennis. I did play tennis once. Like when I was in vacation in Florida. Yeah, when I was in vacation in Florida, I asked my dad if we could just play tennis. And the problem was I kept hitting the ball too hard to the point where I was just hitting them out of the court and into the parking lot. Thankfully, I never damaged any cars. But that was pretty much my indication that I should not be playing tennis. It is. I mean, it does look like something that could be fun, but I think I'm more suited for something like pickleball. I think that would be more of my speed.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Got him. No, basically play it like tennis, but we take wiffle balls, like little wiffle balls are like baseballs, but it's a plastic that has holes in it, so it's more susceptible to be flying all over the place. Basically, you're gonna take like a ping pong paddle. Yeah, it really grew during the pandemic, at least in here in the U.S. It really grew. Yeah, I know it's very popular among the older generation because now they can play tennis without having to like do all the strenuous exercises.
Now back. Second base.
What else? What else? But I have been so far removed from like school and everything that I don't really know what they teach in gym classes these days. We also I should also mention that one day out of each year there was always a day where we would do military fitness. Basically to like peak. It was basically a recruiting tool by the military to get. Oh my gosh, it's so dark in here that like at certain times, if the screen goes dark, you can't see my face. Hold on, I'm going to adjust my settings back. Picture. There we go. Now at least I have a little bit more brightness in here.
Oh, that's kicked out. One and one. One ball, two strikes.
Strike three, sit down. No! Oh my gosh! What happened? No! Spores, what happened? Well, am I ever going to be able to trust Sabors again? Probably not. Strike 3, sit down. Ah, that is so unfortunate. You know what? I'm not even going to try to reach over the middle of the plate doing sliders and slurps. I should have known better. I didn't. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I'm sorry guys, I wish I had more lighting to help me out here, but I just don't.
0-1.
Devers, okay. Well, hopefully I am gonna need Diaz. Or maybe my light is actually working now. I don't know.
Oh, that's inside.
I'm gonna try this real quick. Hey, look at that! We have light.
Whoa, that's down.
Nope. Ah, Piazza. I'm so done with Piazza. Seriously. She's just not good. At least not good for me. Oh, good cutter. Good cutter.
Nope. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
By the way, guys, this is something that I just found out today. Apparently, NBA 2K24 is coming out tomorrow. Actually, they're going to release it at 9 o'clock tonight. And I didn't know that until I got the call while I was at work because GameStop was calling me. And I was like, wait, that's weird. Why would GameStop be calling me? So I picked it up, and it was a clerk from the store saying, "Oh, you're on our pre-order list. Just letting you know that NBA 2K24 is coming out tomorrow." So I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I went over there today because maybe I've already talked about this, but I pre-ordered NBA 2K24, obviously. Otherwise, why would GameStop be calling me about it? Anyway, so I pre-ordered it, but the thing... Okay, so much for that light. Well, we had it for a few seconds.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Get there, Marte. Get there. Get there. Thank you.
Ball 1, no strikes. Two and oh.
You know, walking Devers may not be the worst thing in the world, honestly. Up. guess I don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so I went to GameStop one day because I was done with God of War Ragnarok. Like, I 100%ed the game. I got all the trophies. So I was done with it, and I was also done with Gotham Knights. I also 100%ed that game too. So I'm thinking, okay, let me go trade those two games towards NBA 2K24, save myself some money by doing that. So I get to the store and they won't take Gotham Knights because that game was actually bought in Europe, from Europe. And you're like, how can you tell? Well, check out the rating. You see how it's like 16 or, you know, it's 16, not E or E10 or T or the normal, that's the normal ratings in the US? Well, that's how you know it's European, or it's made in Europe, or it was sold in Europe. Anyway, so they couldn't take that game because it was a European game. So that game was out. So they get to God of War Ragnarok, and they say, okay, we'll give you $20 plus $2 extra for trading the game towards NBA 2K24. But here's the thing. The sales lady, and I'm a freaking idiot for falling for this. I'll say that right now. The sales lady said to me, oh, why don't you sign up for a pro membership card? And initially I'm thinking, what? Why? I don't shop at GameStop anymore. I don't need to shop. I don't need to I don't need a membership anymore. So why would I need a why would I need this membership? And she's like, oh, if you look at this, you know, you'll get $27 for Ragnarok, and you can use that. Like, I thought the $27 meant going towards NBA 2K24. No. It only became $27 when I traded the game in and used it to pay for the membership. That's what she meant. By the way, guys, I know for a fact that after this game, this program is over. Okay, so I was fooled by that, and so I signed up for the membership. That was $25, and then they said, oh, you have $2 left. Do you want to put that towards NBA 2K24? That's where I realized my mistake. Anyway, so I actually put down $2 on NBA 2K24, hence why they were calling me about the pre-order. I did not think they would care, because after all, $2. It's $2 effing dollars. So, but, you know, and then I went today, after I got off of work and everything, and I said, you know what, I might as well go to the mall where I have the game, where I have the deposit on it. I might as well just go there, finish it off, and get and have it ready for tomorrow. When I get off of work again, I'll just pick it up on my way home. And so I go there, and I say, oh, I want to finish my pre-order of 2K24. He's like, oh, are you picking it up tonight? And I said, no, I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. And then he tells me, oh, sorry, we actually can't do any more, we can't take deposits anymore. it's just our system. So I'm like, what kind of system doesn't let somebody finish a pre-order? So I just thought it was strange. Either way, I'm gonna have to go to GameStop tomorrow and finish off the pre-order.
Ball, one strike.
I do like. It's not a big deal to me. I just wish I could have gotten it done tonight. Got him! There's a win. Alright, Kyle Tucker had the home run. Josh Young had the triple that drove in 2 runs. That's all we needed. And there we go. Beautiful, isn't it? Hold on. Actually, I think I also completed the, nope, not that. Yeah, the Weekly Wonders I got done. I'm actually close to getting 3 for this. And then that'll put me at 89, so this will put me at 94, which means I only need probably like 2 of these missions to be able to complete the program and get Ken Griffey Jr. Wow. Talk about a day. Wow. Anyway, but as you guys saw, I was able to get enough to warrant the World Series reward. So you guys already know I'm getting that Gary Carter. And I also have championship series too, so I can either I'll probably go with Elijah Green just so I can have another one. And then number retirement, I'm hoping for Roy Halladay. That would be such an amazing add to my collection. Oh, we got hell of a number packs to open up here. Holy moly. I'll open those packs, those bigger packs later. Honestly, I don't know what to do now. I honestly did not think I was going to get this far. Or I mean, I figured I might get it done tonight, but I thought it would take me a little longer. So, whoops. Whoops. This might be my shortest stream yet. Oh boy. Nope, don't want to. Oh boy. I can see some lightning strikes outside of my house right now. That's never a good sign. Well, I suppose as long as it doesn't get in here. Like, can you imagine if a lightning strike comes through my window and hits like my door or something, or hits my doorknob up here? Oh my god. And to get that on stream too? Holy moly. That would be both terrifying and pretty cool, actually. Like, wow, I just avoided death. Hashtag luckiest son of a gun alive. No, you guys should know that getting hit by lightning, it's very rare. It's like it really isn't gonna happen. So I'm just being a little teasy here. I'm just teasing around. I don't want to get struck by lightning. Alright, so we got our ball in his habit packs. We didn't get any diamonds. Yep. All right. Number retirement. Hoping for the rare round. Give me Roy Halladay. Ah, not the rare round. Okay. Who's cheaper? I would say it's Todd Helton, but maybe I'd be better off with Jorge Posada. You know. All right. We'll go Jorge. Then Championship Series, I mean, I already indicated which one I would go with. Going with Elijah Green. And then finally, World Series. There should be no question about where I'm going with this. Give me that beautiful Gary Carter card. Wow. Wow, I honestly, guys, I did not think this would take me. I thought it would take me longer to get Gary Carter, but it didn't. I really don't know what to do now. I'm sorry to say, I really don't know what to do. There's no programs for me to complete other than the Strream program, but that would take like multiple games because I'm nowhere close to done with Matt Cain. All right, well, I guess let's do. Yeah, I mean, let's just do. Yeah, let's just do this. Honestly, I'd rather have a lineup that's full of. I want a lineup that's gonna, you know. I need to work on Team Affinity 3. So, Schwarber, I guess. We'll keep Bellinger there. Sorry, Tucker. Back to Acuna. Christian Walker, sorry. Gonna go with Eddie Murray. Ketel Marte. I honestly don't need Ketel anymore. I guess give me Whit Merrifield. Or actually, no, give me Jonathan Scope. Let me do that. I'll keep Jeter in there. There's no reason to put anyone else. No, that's from the Moonshot program. Let's do Austin Riley. I don't need Mike Piazza anymore. So, well, hell, might as well just do Gary Carter. Why not have Gary Carter make his debut? And then we'll have Ellie De La Cruz in here. Alright, guys. We'll go ahead and do a play versus CPU game. Try to get those innings with Matt Cain. Oh, wow. I knew it. I knew he would take out Travis Kelce. My opponent did take out Travis Kelce. So that just made my odds of winning a little bit better. Not too much, but a little bit better. Cheater's going to kick us off. Very nice. Oh yeah, I guess I should have.
Ball one.
I should have adjusted my lineup. Oh well. No, Schwarber! Schwarber, what are you doing? Yeah, clearly I have much better offline stats than I do online. Attaboy, Austin Riley. I'll worry about the lighting after I'm done with the stream. Oh, did he catch it? Ah, you son of a gun. I thought I was out, but it wasn't. Well, on the bright side, this certainly makes it more likely that I know for a fact I'm going to be able to grind offline programs tomorrow. You know, I'm probably going to do the August Tops Now one, just finish that one out before Strike 3 sit down, before I move on to the monthly awards program.
Hey. Well, that's off the plate.
Strike 3, sit down. And by the way, guys, I just want to be clear with NBA 2K24, because I know I'm going to get it, but I am not streaming that. That's more for, like, my leisure, something just fun for me to do while, you know, instead of MLB The Show or Madden all the time. It's just something to, like, you know, get my mind, give me something else to play. So I will not be streaming 2K24. That's not my interest. So, you know, if anyone was hoping I was going to do that, I'm not. Attaboy, Ellie. And the other great thing, too, is I could do this again. I couldn't do this online,
He's going.
but now I can do it. Hey, look at that. First at bat, and Gary Carter's going to drive in a run. That hurts to crack my knuckles. Nah, I'm not gonna go. Not at 48 speed. yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, that was probably the easiest ranked seasons program I've grinded, because the other the other one that I did was, it took me a while to do that one. Now that may have just been because I was still like learning the game, still getting used to playing online again and all that, but this one took me a lot less time. It took me, I think, less than a week. Yeah, because I remember on last Thursday I was just doing the August Tops Now moments, and then I said I would stream going after Gary Carter. So here we are. Didn't even take me a week. Almost did, but didn't.
1-1. One ball, 2 strikes.
Now all we're just doing is earning
That's ball 2.
XP so that or innings so that Matt Cain, we can get his mission done sooner in the Extreme program. Excuse me. And while we're at it, we're also going to get the game total XP. That's going to be done.
Yeah. Ball that time. Ball, that's outside.
Strike 3, sit down.
Ball, that's low. One ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down.
Leading off third baseman, Austin Riley.
He's out.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Golly. Maybe I could have beaten it out. I think I have to get out of this mindset that I'm playing online and back into like, hey, I'm offline. I'm trying to play the game. You know, I'm rookie. It's a very tough mentality adjustment that you got to make when you go from playing offline to playing online.
Ball, that's outside.
Attaboy, Ellie. Gary Carter. Off the wall. Alright, so his first extra base hit comes in this game too. Let's see if he can get a home run next time. Yeah, I'm not going on that.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Derek Jr.
Oh, I was hopeful maybe it would get off the wall, but
Leading off.
Doyle decided that wasn't going to
Third
happen.
baseman. MVPO. Ball.
0-1. Oh and 2. Nope. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
All right. No perfect game for Matt Cain.
Ball. One ball, 2 strikes.
And I'd also like to say, guys, strike 3, sit down, that since I streamed every day this week, there will be no stream on the weekends. Or there will be no stream on this weekend. So expect Friday to be it for this week, and then when that happens, I will see you all on Monday. Strike 3, sit down. Obviously, today is not Friday. I'm just saying that when I log off Friday, I'm not streaming on Saturday or Sunday. I understand that there's a monthly awards program to go through, but I'm not gonna spend a Saturday or Sunday, streaming that. That will be for Monday, and I will try to complete it. We'll see how far I get.
Ball 1.
Really?
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Would he have been safe, or is that still in there? Yeah, that's an error. That was Austin Riley? Austin Riley has 77 speed? Since when? Or is that not Riley? That is Riley. How the hell does he have freaking 77 speed? Where the hell did that come from? Alright, boys, Scope. Scope is one of those cards that I'm trying to grind in, the Team Affinity 3. Because you guys know that, you guys should know that I'm still trying to grind that stuff. Even though we have Team Affinity 4, I'm still trying to grind Team Affinity 3. I fell behind.
Off the plate, ball 1. Nope.
What up, Brendan? How are you? Because my light fixture is not working. Either the wiring, something's wrong with the wiring, or just bad bulbs and I need to replace them. It's possible. I haven't changed the bulbs in my light fixture for a while, so I'll probably do that off stream, or I'll do that once I'm done with this stream.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's ball 2.
By the way, Brendan, I got Gary Carter. So Gary Carter is mine. In fact, he's behind the plate right now. Strike 3, sit down. Now I'm just grinding innings with Matt Cain so that I can get his mission in the Extreme program. He's tall. You know what? I'm gonna have to look that up next time. Next time I get to, or whenever I get back to the home screen, see how tall he is.
1's the count.
Strike 3, sit down. He might actually be getting an at-bat here. Yep, that's him. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Gary Carter is 6'2". Yeah, so he's pretty tall. He's about 6 inches taller than I am. Oh, maybe they did that in-game. I don't know. Made him look bigger. Attaboy, Carter. So far, not a bad debut for him. 3 for 3 with a double, 2 singles, and an RBI. Yeah, this card was very solid. I know in years past I've struggled with Carter's card, his swing. So, you know, I'm still going to try and grind with him as much as I can, get him to Super Fractor, but we'll see. Attaboy Jeter. Although I'm going to have to find, if there's another ranked seasons that has, you know, another Mets player in it, then I'm going to have to start finding cards that actually work for me. Because I had a ton of cards in that lineup that just didn't work. Some of them did, like Christian Walker worked for me. Ketel Marte was alright, not exactly explosive, but not bad either. Josh Young was good for me. Who else was good for me?
He's out.
Well, I'll have to go back and look, but, you know, it's all about finding those cards that are just going to work well, or that I could get the swing timing down. Ah, frick. Acuna, what you doing? Go. Everyone's going. Excuse me. Well, even if it's caught, which it wasn't, it's alright. He's 2 outs anyway. Oh, what's MLB this show doing? Oh, they're talking about the Great Race of '98 program that's going to be coming out tomorrow. So we'll have to see what that's all about, but that's going to be for another day of streaming.
Leading off for the Rockies, the second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Ball. That's foul.
Come on, Kane. Strike 3, sit down.
The batter, number 7.
No, you should not complain about that, McMahon. You were out. You know it. Apple, what's up? How are you? Welcome back. I appreciate you coming back. Unfortunately, you just missed it. I already got the Gary Carter card that I was grinding ranked seasons for. In fact, he's behind the plate right now. Strike 3, sit down. So, that's all done with. Now I'm just grinding some Team Affinity. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. I just realized that Gary Carter doesn't count towards Team Affinity 3. Oh, shoot. I can't believe I forgot about that. And that stinks, too. Especially since he just got that home run. Doing good, how am I? You know what? I am relieved and excited that I got Gary Carter. I mean, I thought I was going to be grinding this ranked seasons program forever just to get to him. And the fact that it took me less than a week to be able to complete it, you know, can't ask for anything better than that. Let's go. So now it's just time to celebrate the victory or the accomplishment by beating up on the Colorado Rockies. Because it's fun as hell. Also, it's really easy to hit home runs against them. So we're grinding Team Affinity 3 while also getting some XP with the players.
Your attention.
Yep. Basically, overrated my ass. Actually, I think they took that chant out because I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it all game. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm playing in the dark right now, that's because there's something going on with my light fixture. Either the wiring's bad or I need new light bulbs. So that's why it's not as light as it was yesterday when you saw me stream. But I've been dealing with that problem for a little while now.
All ones the count.
Okay. All right, I'll play it back.
0-2. Ball, that's out. Ball inside.
Strike 3, sit down.
Nope, outside.
Apple, do you have a favorite NFL team since the NFL season got underway tonight?
I got one
Or
ball,
is
one
getting
strike.
underway? Maybe it's only a couple minutes out.
Aye. One ball.
Saints, your hometown team? Okay, or your home team? Did you were you a fan during the Breeze era when they were just tearing up the league and Drew Brees was like the MVP and everything? Or did you see his towards the later part of his career? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, look, I had nothing against that team. In fact, I was happy for them that they beat Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts. You know, And like for Drew Brees, it's so funny because you got to think about that he was initially drafted to start behind Philip Rivers / Eli Manning before the Chargers traded for. Oh, you met him? Oh, dude, that's cool. Nice. Is he as nice of a guy as they project him to be on TV? Well, I have to assume that he is if he's willing to sign your jersey. But is he like that nice of a guy? Because he really does seem like that. He just seems like the most humble person in the world. 100%? That's awesome to hear. Yeah, I really did like Drew Brees. I did. You know, he may not have had the greatest career, but, I mean, he did get a Super Bowl. Not to mention, he really made things interesting with Tom Brady. What was it, 2019? When they were going for the career touchdown record or whatever?
Leading up for the Rockies, the center fielder, Brenton.
Oh my gosh, what a battle that was. That was really fun. It's really a shame that the Saints, you know, after that Super Bowl, they were nothing more than a contender. Strike 3, sit down. I think, not 100% sure. Yeah, it was towards the later end of their careers. Definitely before Brees retired. Because I think the only reason he stayed in the NFL for as long as he did was because he wanted that career touchdown record. But no one was outbeating Tom Brady. No one was going to do that. You have a Super Bowl hat too? Oh my gosh, dude, that's awesome. The only Super Bowl stuff that I had at one point, after the Giants won their first won the first of 2 Super Bowls in the late 2000s, early 2010s. After they won the first Super Bowl in 2008, my mom got me a Giants sweatshirt that said Super Bowl champs. Not that I was a Giants fan, I'm a Jets fan, but I just hated the Patriots so much that I was rooting for the Giants to beat them. Yeah, but that's about all I got, you know. Unfortunately, I haven't, as a Jets fan, I was not alive to see them win Super Bowl III, clearly. And they haven't been close to the Super Bowl since 2011. And I would honestly argue that I thought the Jets would have put up more of a fight against the Packers than the Steelers did. The Steelers, you know, they were able to do something, but I feel like the Jets had the better shot at beating Green Bay in the Super Bowl. But that's just my biased opinion, you know. As a Jets fan, like I looked at that entire team. Really, the weak point was Mark Sanchez, but even then, he was still like solid. Oh well, hindsight is 20/20. Now this year is something different. This year, who knows what we're going to get. I mean, they have always said that the Jets have been one quarterback away from being playoff contenders. Now they have that quarterback. And I think it's pretty insulting because I was watching The Herd with Colin Hurd earlier this week when I was at the gym, and he didn't even put the Jets in his top 10 teams. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. The team that has one of the best defenses in the NFL finally gets the quarterback they've been missing that puts them into playoff contention. swept the Rookie of the Year awards with Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner, and you're telling me they're not top 10? Like, come on. It's so stupid.
No, cheating.
Yeah. Yeah, the Eagles, listen, I don't disagree that I'm not saying the Jets are a top 5 team. They're not that. No. I mean, you have the Chiefs, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Bengals, and the Bills. Not to mention, you have Dallas, you have the Chargers, you have the Ravens. But I'm just saying, like, at least put the Jets in the top 10. And he put freaking Miami. Listen, Miami is nothing if they don't have Tua. If Tua gets hit and gets concussed for a third time, there's no way he's going to be back with the Dolphins. So everything hinges on Tua being healthy. And if he's not healthy, that team is not worth anything. I know they have Mike White as a backup, but take it from a Jets fan who says that Mike White throws too hard and he's not that great of a QB as the Jets hyped him up to be last year. He had one good game against Chicago. That's it. Minnesota, he blew it when it should have been caught in the end zone. He couldn't do anything against the Seattle Seahawks or the Detroit Lions. Like, if Tua is healthy, then Miami is a solid team. I would put them probably number 11, but I would not put them in the top 10. Only because it all depends on whether Tua is healthy. Now, yeah, you can make the same argument with Aaron Rodgers, like, oh, is he going to be healthy? Are the Jets going to be able to protect him with that offensive line that's pretty much Swiss cheese? And that's a fair question, but at least it's Rodgers. And we know Rodgers can be mobile if he needs to be, and for the most part, he is. He's used to getting hit. He's been doing it his entire career. It's been happening to him his entire career. You think it's going to be any different because he's in a Jets uniform? Strike 3, sit down. I don't mean to go on this tangent. It annoys me that people are not taking the Jets seriously. Like, they see them as overrated. No one is saying that they're going to be Super Bowl champions. But to say that they're not one of the top 10 teams in all the NFL, I think is downright stupid. And that may be my bias as a Jets fan, but I'm telling you, that defense is solid. All right, no problem, Apple. Thanks for dropping by. I appreciate it. I might do one more game after this, just to keep getting Matt Cain his innings so that I can finish that up.
He's out.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm just annoyed. Like, even if I wasn't a Jets fan, I would be pretty annoyed at this.
He's out.
So that's just my opinion, you know.
Ball.
I definitely think for a fact that the Jets are getting to the playoffs. In fact, I'm pretty confident in that prediction. I think Rodgers will lead the Jets to the playoffs. I don't think they're going to get past the divisional round. I'll let them get past the wild card round, but not the divisional. especially if they're going up against Kansas City or Cincinnati or Buffalo. Come on, Kane. Let's finish this out. So, of course, we'll see what happens on Monday Night Football, because someone's going to have to lose that game between the Bills and the Jets. Someone will have to lose. I'm just hoping it's not the Jets. After all, if you remember last year, the Jets beat the Bills even without Aaron Rodgers. Like, they did it with Zach Wilson. And Zach Wilson threw for 200 yards. Ooh, we got classic, cool. Alright, so, okay. I think there's only one more card here for me to grab. Yep, Bobby Dahlbeck. And this one, okay, this is the Team Affinity 3 for the NL Central. I've chosen Dickerson and Stevenson so far, and neither one of these pitchers I want to deal with. I guess Nico Herner. Hold on, let me go to here. Alright. And while I had a great game with Gary Carter, I'm going to have to take him out. Because, yeah, I didn't realize that he doesn't count for, for... You know what? Maybe I'll put in Jorge Posada. Let's see where I'm at in terms of team affinity. Because I haven't checked in on that for a while. Alright. Yeah, Yankees I could use another one. So yeah, maybe I'll go Jorge Posada. This one. Oh, did I ever complete the mission with Jonathan Scope? I don't think I did. Let me see. Yeah, no, I fell short. But I should have two of them, right? I know I have Scope. Do I have Charlie Morton? Not that it matters anyway, because I'm not doing anything until or I'm not putting in another pitcher until I'm done with Matt Cain. Which is unfortunately going to take me some time. Alright. So let's get back into it. Back to the Rockies. Really? Wow. Were they protesting? Oh boy. That doesn't sound like a good situation. Oh God, these protesters again? Jesus. No, like, fine, if they wanna protest, they can protest, but like, Jesus Christ. Ooh, I should get more Reds in here. Let's see if I can find some Reds players. Like, this is exasperating. Cardinals, Pirates. Oh, Cubs went one too far. There we go. Adam Duvall. That works. So we'll do Duvall. I'll keep that for now. Joey Votto would be good. I need more Yankees anyway. Oh, no. Dang it. Well, that stinks. Actually, can't Ellie play third? He can. So, why don't I take Ellie out and put Steven Cruz in? Yeah, that should work. Where am I at in terms of the team build for the NL East? Should do that. Okay, so I should keep the Braves and think about the Mets eventually. Alright guys, this will probably be my last game of the night. Just get the 9 innings done with Matt Cain, and then I'm moving on. Or I'm gonna call it a stream.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 23, Adam Duvall.
Come on, Duvall. Oh! Darn.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody Bellinger.
Not a good first inning. I gotta do this again.
Oh, one's the count. Oh, two is the count.
Strike 3, sit down.
No, inside.
So yeah, probably this weekend I'll end up grinding Team Affinity 3 if I'm not busy with Madden or NBA 2K24.
Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Or WWE 2K23.
First base.
Because that's another thing too. Like that's why some of these streams I was late to, and also why Saturday I never ended up streaming even though I said I would. I've just been hooked on WWE 2K23, especially the My GM mode. So, like, to me, that's fun, or it's been fun.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, sit down. I have thought about it for a while, like if WWE 2K23 might be something that I stream, just to kind of like, because with my GM mode, I don't have to play the matches. I can just sim them and then let the computer or the AI determine which wrestler wins the match. I mean, obviously, I could like determine my own outcome. But I don't know, I wasn't sure if that'd be something that would be interesting to anyone. I know with Madden there was some interest, but, you know, I didn't know for WWE 2K23, even though I do enjoy it, I do. Attaboy, Ellie. Posada. Woo. And thank you, Joey Votto.
He's out.
Thank you for being useless. So, I don't know. I'll keep thinking about it, because especially this is the first time I'm playing it in 2K23, so, like, I want to just go through the My GM experience and just make sure that I have everything down so that I can at least win. Because I don't think you guys want to see me lose as a GM.
Ball.
Attaboy, jump ball.
Your attention, please. Now coming for the roster. Number 54, Matt.
Bellinger, I think that's gone. Yep, that's gone. Well, we're playing like it's a home run derby. Reverse! Oh my gosh, long time no see, Reverse! What are you doing here? Oh my gosh! Dude, talk about a reunion! How you been, man? Haven't seen you stream for a while. I don't know if you... Like, I haven't gotten the notifications on, through my email about you streaming. Oh my gosh, man. How you been? Strike 3, sit down. You can feel the breeze from that swing and a miss. From up here, from over here. There's a screen.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And Reverse, I know that my thing says ranked seasons grind, but I can assure you I am not doing that. Only because I got the card that I was grinding ranked seasons for. So I know it's a little confusing, and I do apologize about that. You know, I just never bothered to change it.
1 ball.
I'll probably change it tomorrow though when I do stream. Well, yeah, of course I'm gonna change it tomorrow. I'm done with this ranked seasons grind. I got the card that I wanted. There's no reason for me to keep grinding it.
Leading off for Long Island.
I'm sorry, Reverse. I probably haven't given you an opportunity to respond to any one of the questions I asked you. Attaboy, Acuna. That's a straight missile. Oh, my bad.
0-1's the count.
What's up, my dude? I haven't streamed in a minute, so wholesome to see you on my newsfeed. Good to see you, man. Good to see you too. Yeah. I'm sorry you haven't streamed for a while. That's like I always got the notifications on my, or I always got the notifications about you streaming in my email and everything. But the problem was, by the time I woke up, you were already done streaming. Or by the time that I finally got around to getting into your streams, you were already done. I was like, dang, I missed Reverse.
Your attention, please. Now coming for the Rockies. Number 39, Brett Suter.
Crazy, because I feel like even when I'm or never went off, the site has always been buggy. Maybe. But I've always gotten them. It's just not because they were late, but rather by the time I saw it, I woken up and you were already done streaming. So it's not like I could have said hi or anything. But that's more on me because I try to sleep in on the weekends. I don't get a chance to sleep in the mornings anymore. So I try to make up for that lack of sleep that I get during the week through the weekends, I need it, dude. Believe me. Attaboy, the ball. I want to, on my weekends. Oh, Lord! Excuse me, my voice cracked there for a second. Oh, Lord! Let's go. I'm going to send him home. What's the harm? We're already up 11. Now 12. Yeah, it's just the way that my schedule is now. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning at the latest. That's the latest that I can wake up. And so I have to be out of the house by like, the worst is when you want to sleep in, but oh, believe me, that happens to me all the time on the weekends. Like, I'll think I'm gonna sleep in till 11 o'clock in the morning, and then all of a sudden my body's like, no, we're getting up at 8. And I'm like, why? It's Saturday. It's Saturday. There's no reason for me to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. Well, tough luck. So, I totally get that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
You don't want to wake Grandpa? Gotcha. I don't know who Grandpa is, but Grandpa Reverse. Well, that's too damn bad. Oh, God. But at least the one thing that's consistent with me is that I'm gonna stream MLB The Show. I was actually just like thinking about this earlier in the stream. Lately, I've been getting hooked on WWE 2K23, more specifically the My GM mode. I mean, I played it last year and it was fun for me last year. This year, I think it's interesting for sure. Strike 3, sit down. And I was thinking, like, maybe it's something I could stream because it doesn't require me to actually play the matches. It's just I gotta book them in a way that makes my show more interesting than the AI. And I think that's easier to do than play it. Oh boy. Well, I'm certainly going to be hearing about this tomorrow morning at work. Great. Because on a Friday, what I really wanted was not a nice, easy day. Nope. Nope.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I see them all the time when I go through Port Authority. I mean, it's more, if you think about it, they don't really try to shoot those rifles. It's more of like like to provide this perception that it's safe or that they're keeping us safe. Theater something is what they call it. Security theater, I think is what it's called. I mean, yeah, the guns do shoot, so... But these environmental protesters, they never have weapons on them. Never. So, believe me, they're not going to shoot anyone. They're not going to shoot anyone. All they're just doing is showing up, trying to intimidate these protesters into leaving. I'm sure a lot of them are going to get arrested because this is a illegal protest. It disrupted a sporting event. One of the bigger sporting events, I might add. And, yeah, a lot of people are going to be arrested, no doubt. I'll be surprised if it doesn't set a record for mass arrests. Riot shield them in the face. We're trying to...
That's a ball.
That means the latter... Yeah, probably. Probably, Layla. Well, see, the thing is, reverse, they can't do that unless the protesters are attacking them. And for the most part, these environmental protesters, they don't get violent. So you can't just use a riot shield against them because that's pretty much opening the NYPD to excessive use of force. I'm telling you, as many I've seen these environmental protests. I've seen them reverse. They're not going to get violent. Well, that may be, yeah. That may cause a problem, but that's not going to get these protesters. If anything, it might get the fans arrested. The protesters, they'll be escorted out, no doubt. And they'll be charged with trespassing for sure. No, these environmental protesters, no, they don't. No. This is what they do all day. Yeah. Because the rules of Arthur Ashe Billie Jean King Stadium is that you can't go on the court during live play. You can't do it. So you will get arrested and you will be thrown out. Let's see. Oh, wow. Joe Burrow gets a contract extension. How about that? Good for him.
All one's the count.
No, football player, Layla, quarterback for Cincinnati, for the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, he just got a massive extension worth $275 million. I'll have to look at the details of it, but strike 3, sit down. The way you just said sheesh there just made my mind jump to that, and I was like, and I was trying to say strike 3, sit down. So you messed me up there, Layla. You messed me up. What are you doing to me? Strike 3, sit down. No, but I'm sure they'll get the protesters off. They'll arrest them. They'll take them away. They'll book them, and then there's going to be, you know, mass news coverage of this. Strike 3. Oh, I thought that was strike 3. Was it? They were screaming from the nosebleed sections. Will they still get charged for interfering? The fans? No. If all they're doing is screaming, then no. They're not. If they haven't gone on the court, then they're not doing anything wrong. But the protesters, yeah. If they haven't left, and they should have left at this point, they are still trespassing. So they are going to get arrested. Yep. Well, I mean, these people know. They know what the rule is. They know that they're going to get arrested. They do this because they think they're going to get attention for it. And in some aspects, yeah, they're going to be right. They're going to get attention for it. That's why they do it. They know the eyes are going to be on or all the eyes are going to be on them. Just saw a video of trying to block off a heavy expressway. No one got hurt, but they were so shocked. Police came and weren't on their side. Yep, I know exactly which one you're talking about. You're talking about the one in Nevada. Yep. No, they weren't shocked. Threw cake on the Mona Lisa. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen the ones where they've thrown tomato sauce on other paintings, or they've glued their hands to paintings and refusing to budge. So, yep, I see these all the time. Believe me, they have nothing better to do. This is all they do. This is like...
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Yeah. So they're damaging paintings that are worth millions of dollars. Like, fine, if you want to organize something, if you want to protest, fine, protest. Like, I believe in the First Amendment, the entire First Amendment, okay? I'm not just selective, like, oh, I'm part of news media, so I only believe in freedom of the press. Like, no. Okay? Like, I believe in the entire So I believe in the right to protest peacefully. Peacefully. I need to make that distinction because there seems to be this misconception that people can, just protest and it's like, and be as violent as they want. And no, you don't have that right. That's something called a riot. What is peaceful is marching with and chanting whatever, non-confrontational. Hey, I mean, look, if it's organized and if you get approval by local governments or state governments or whatever, then fine. It's all legal.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
But if you're doing something stupid like this that's happening at the U.S. Open right now, I'm sorry to say, but this is not organized. This was merely, okay, we're going to do this just because we can.
Ball, that's upstairs.
So, this to me is not a legal protest. Therefore, I do not support this. I will only support protests that are peaceful.
Nope.
Like, as an example, there was a Black Lives Matter protest that came through my town, went by the police station. That's where they started to get loud or louder. But it's not like they got violent or anything. And then they ended at my local high school, and they just did a couple speeches and then went about their day. That I have no problem with. Because it was organized, got permission from my local town and everything, and it was peaceful. So that's the kind of protest I'll support. I will not support something like what's going on at the U.S. Open right now.
Your attention, please. Now,
or what happened in Nevada, where they basically just blocked off traffic for hours, and I know for a fact that it was not legal. Because if it were legal, so Layla, what you're referring to is the Black Lives Matter riots that mostly happened at night in the U.S. Those are the ones that got violent. But I can tell you that the ones that happened during the day, those were more of the peaceful ones here in the U.S. Those were more peaceful. Because no one's going to loot a store in broad daylight, at least at that time period. Now it just seems like in places like Los Angeles, they do it anyway. But that's at least Los Angeles. I've yet to see it in New York. Mostly in New York, where when it happens, it's late at night. Yep. Oh yeah. Happens a lot. Actually, you could go. I'm sure you could go on YouTube and find the. No. Well, that's different. I'm sorry. That's different. That's crime. That's organized crime. A group of people, a group of criminals getting together and deciding to run into a store and take all the items that they can grab and run out. That's crime. That's organized crime. Now, there was a blur in between the Black Lives Matter protests that it eventually became, okay, which one's a protest and which one is riots. And that's where the whole where at night, where you were seeing all those buildings in Minneapolis all lit up with fire and everything, that was rioting. That was looting stores. Yep. That's what happens, Layla. When people are totally different when it's nighttime. I think because people believe they can get away with stuff more in the nighttime. And that's not the case. You can do bad stuff, but you're still going to be held accountable for it. No matter how long it takes. And what I'm talking about in Los Angeles, that's organized crime. That's a group of criminals getting together, stealing stuff from stores and businesses and everything. That's different than the Black Lives Matter protests, although a little bit closer to where they were with riots, but they're not part of Black Lives Matter. They're just a group that's going into these stores and taking whatever items they can grab. And essentially what they do is they take those items and resell it. I mean, it could be on the black market, or they just do it in broad daylight. That part I don't know, but I do know for a fact that they do resell it. It's like, hey, buy this sneaker. I mean, I've never been to Los Angeles, so I can only describe Los Angeles based on what I see in the news. And the news likes to depict Los Angeles as a homeless-ridden, crime-ridden, major U.S. city. That's how it's always depicted. Now, I've spoken to people who are in Los Angeles, who live in Los Angeles, and they tell me it's beautiful. Sure, because you have Hollywood. Sure. Strike 3, sit down. But from what I see in the news, there's a lot of homeless people. There's a lot of crime. And there's a lot of people leaving. So, I can tell you in New York City, at times, especially when I'm walking through the city early in the morning, you have a friend who lives in LA and she says it's almost impossible to... Yeah. In LA, it's very expensive to live in. It's very expensive to live in New York, too. What's up, Grayson? How are you? That's why I don't live in New York. I live, 30 miles outside of New York City. I can't afford to live there. I mean, cheaper gas. You're going to find a lot cheaper gas in New York or in New Jersey than you will anywhere else. Like, I lived in Long Island for 4 years while I went to Hofstra University, and I could tell you that people that I went to college with, they told me whenever they pass through New Jersey, that's when they try to fill up with gas, because they know it's a lot cheaper in New Jersey than it is in New York. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably at least $1 a gallon cheaper, which is like, that's a big difference. A very big difference. That's why I always waited till I went home. I tried not to drive my car around college too much, because I knew if I did, I was going to have to pay for gas. So I just did my best to hold or try to save as much gas as I could. And then when I got home, that's when I filled up. That was when gas back then, you're talking about, was in the low, was closer to $2. I remember like 218, and I was thinking that was a good price. It eventually dipped below $2, but you know, we're nowhere close to that now. Well, on average, I think it's 381, but I'm not 100% sure on that. You could go to the American Automobile Association, and they'll tell you. Yep, 381. I'm sure in France it's probably like $4 more than that. Because don't you guys have the yellow vest protest going on? Isn't that disrupting the gas or the gas flow there? At least that's what I remember from prior to the pandemic. There were yellow vest protests going on, €7 per gallon. I don't know what the conversion rate from euro to US dollar is, or what US dollar to euro is. 5. So it's $5. It's $5 for €1. Or are you saying €7 or $5? Okay. Yeah, but Layla, we actually have gas that's over $10 a gallon, and that's in Hawaii. And it's not just because the wildfires ruined everything. $10, yeah. That's normal for Hawaii. That's normal. And I mean, the thing you have to remember, the thing that you have to remember with Hawaii, they're isolated from the rest of the U.S. So it takes a lot more for oil or gas to be able to go to Hawaii if it was drilled in the U.S. Well, yeah, but not only that, there's a lot of buses and taxis, plus it's all tourists. So really the only people that are driving these vehicles are the ones that are part of the tourism industry there. I mean, that's why they really charge like a crazy amount to vacation in Hawaii. Attaboy, evolved. So, but I'm just saying, like, $10, that's... $10 is, that's probably the highest I've ever heard it.
Oh, that's out.
Well, that's why I try... Parking pass. You guys actually have to pay to park? I mean, I know in New York City you gotta do that, but in New Jersey, no, you don't have to pay for a parking spot. Oh, for campus. Oh, I thought you were talking about... Ah, gotcha. Okay, I thought you were talking about, like, a grocery store actually charges you to park in their parking lot. My bad. I should have asked for a little more. They do that too? What the hell? I'd be like, either I'm walking here or you're delivering my groceries for me. I'm not paying to park at a grocery store. That's insane. Okay, that might be acceptable in New York City, but I can tell you in New Jersey, that's downright ridiculous.
too high. Ball.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's not right. What the heck? Then you have... how do you guys live? How do you live knowing that... How do you live knowing that you're going to have to pay a certain amount to be able to park at a grocery store? So now you go to the grocery store, you got to spend money on parking, then you have to spend money in the store to for groceries and everything. I'm baffled by that. I mean, it's more common to see paid parking at places like in New York City on the streets, or, at train stations, or bus stations, or bus stops, or whatever. That's where it's more common in the U.S. Whereas everywhere else, no. That's downright ridiculous. Alright, let me go open those unlockables. One quick minute here. Oh, you guys already know I'm taking that. I can certainly see why. I'd hate it too. Alright, well, I'd like to... Yeah, we have it easy, reverse. We do, in the U.S. It could be a lot worse. Like, we could be the Europeans. But anyway, guys, I got to end the conversation there because it's time for me to log off. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. I am so sorry about the lights. They are still on. I think I need to change the bulbs. So I'll do that once I'm done here. But if you like what you saw, I hope that you that you follow me here on Twitch and/or subscribe. Either one would make me a very happy person. Yes, there will be a stream tomorrow. In all likelihood, I'm probably going to finish up the August Tops Now program, and then I'll move on to the monthly awards program. If you're watching this on YouTube, good to see you too again, Reverse. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you liked the video and you subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTVNextJGGen24. It's in the upper left there. It's just my gamer tag, so go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start up a stream. So like I said, we're gonna have a lot of new content out tomorrow. My focus is going to be finishing up on the August Tops Now program, and then I'll get to the August monthly awards program. That might not get done until Monday, but we'll see how much progress is made. So I hope you'll tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern, and until then, guys, have a good night.